welcome to Myers ASMR. How are you? Are you relaxed? Relax. Shake that stress off. Hey, every fiber of your being knows that things are supposed to go well for you. Every fiber of your being knows that things are supposed to go well for you. Well, I made some tofu and broccoli, and I think it's gonna go well for me. I made it yesterday, and I had it already, and it's pretty good. But firsty, let me bite into this toast. I left it in there a little bit too long, so it's kind of burnt, but let's have at it. It's perfect. Great toast. Actually, it's a little too burnt. But I love the crispy crunchiness. Don't you just love buttered toast? Toast is so good. This is fried tofu. And then it was tossed in soy sauce. It's really good. ginger makes it taste almost like what you would get from a Chinese restaurant. Almost. I got the recipe off of the New York Times. I'm so glad I took the time to cook it. Everything is fried, but I think next time I'm not gonna fry anything. You know, you can make tofu taste and resemble almost anything. This is my second day with this kinky straight hair, so I'm trying to see how it acts, how it holds up throughout the day. You know, see if it remains tangle free or if I need to comb it throughout the day. We'll see. So this is chopped ginger, garlic, and scallion. Fresh ginger is so strong. This is an orange tea mixed with a peppermint tea bag and a sour sop leaf that said no sweetener. So freaking good. Wow, peppermint tea is great. That's how I extend my tea bags. A second time, I'll add a peppermint tea bag to it. And a few petals of something like hibiscus, chamomile, sour sop leaf. So, you know what time it is. This is the time in the video when we focus on getting better and better every day in every way. With the help of this, how to develop a winning personality book. How to develop a winning personality. Let's see where we left off. Oh, nice. We're starting a new chapter. Chapter 11 is called Your Neighbors Are Nice People. Your neighbors are nice people. Yes, they are. Sometimes it takes a reminder, doesn't it? There is an old folk tale about a philosopher who lived in a tent on the edge of a certain town. One morning, let me adjust over here. One morning, just after dawn, a wayfarer approached the philosopher's tent. "Welcome to certain town," said the philosopher. "Do you come to visit or to remain among us?" "That depends," said the wayfarer. "I must first know what sort of people live in certain town." The philosopher. "And what sort of people live in the town from which you have come?" "Ah, odd," the wayfarer. "They were good people, all kind and generous, thoughtful and considerate, wise and noble." The philosopher carried on. The philosopher smiled, "Carry on, wayfarer," he said. "You will find exactly the same sort of people in certain town." Later that day, about sundown, another wayfarer approached the philosopher's tent. The philosopher welcomed him as he welcomed the other and asked whether he had come merely to visit or to remain. "That depends," said the second wayfarer. "I should like to know what sort of people live here before I decide." To the philosopher's question about the people who lived in the town from which the wayfarer had come, the latter said, "They are all mean people, cruel and vindictive, selfish and greedy." The philosopher gazed at him sadly. "I fear," he said, "that you will find exactly the same sort of people in certain town." I am often reminded of this tale when I hear people saying my neighbors are impossible people. One of these days I'll move to another section. Brother, your neighbors will be exactly the same wherever you go. They will be very much like you. Oh, you might come upon a bad neighbor now and again, but bad neighbors, never. As a class or category, neighbors can and should provide a sort of human relationship that you obtain from no other group in your life. Whether the group be friends, relatives, business associates, schoolmates, or casual acquaintances outside your immediate neighborhood. Okay. This is a good place to stop because now he lists a bunch of things about neighbors. You know what? I might as well start the list. Following, with a few slight revisions, is a list of neighborly qualities that was once handed to me by one of my own neighbors. 1. Neighbors do not intrude unless you specifically let it be known that you want them to. The occasional busybody neighbor is the exception who proves the general rule. 2. Neighbors are always there. No matter how alone you may be in terms of friends and relatives, you are never actually alone when you have neighbors. Most of them respond eagerly to requests for help. Do you need a doctor in a hurry? Have you run out of tea bags just at the wrong moment? Do you expect a delivery you won't be home to receive? Have you locked yourself out of your apartment? Have you come home to find your place burglarized? Are you unable to leave a sick child to go to the drugstore for medicine? In short, do you need somebody right now, this very minute? Try a neighbor. You'll be delighted with the service. 3. Neighbors have many interests in common with you. What is good for you as a neighbor is good for them. Lower taxes, better services, improved schools, neighborhood cleanliness and appearance, attractive gardens, convenient transportation, good shopping, reasonable prices for repairs, prompt snow removal, and scores of other things. You need never find yourself at a loss for something to talk about with a neighbor. 4. Neighbors can help you save money. In the suburbs, it is possible and practical for neighbors to own jointly such major implements as power mowers, snow blowers, electric hedge trimmers, power saws, and the like, instead of investing individually the full cost of a number of them. In the towns, neighbors can pool their food and staple purchases to take advantage of quantity prices, exchange babysitting favors, trade magazines, share master television aerials, etc. 5. Neighbors, and only neighbors can, if you have children, provide constant playmates for them. A precious service indeed. And 6. Neighbors give you a sense of continuity and of belonging. There is something comfortable, relaxing, and reassuring about coming home to your own neighborhood and seeing familiar faces in the street and at the windows, even if there be no one to greet you in your own home. The very sound of their radios and their occasional scrapping and the weeping of their kids makes you feel a part of the living, breathing world. Wow. I never saw such a nice list about neighbors before, honestly. I never even put that much energy into thinking about neighbors, but this is nice, and it's nice to know and remember. You know, we have such resources around us, actually. I think I was closer and more familiar with my neighbors when I was a kid growing up. It's different then because, like the list mentioned, the kids have playmates with other neighborhood kids, and we sure did. And we'd sometimes get invited to barbecues, next door barbecues, when we were kids, but a lot of that stopped in adulthood, and then now I live in an apartment building in a different city, and I moved here a few years ago as a fully grown adult, and I don't even know the people's names who live right across from me. I did introduce myself to some of the ladies down the hall. I know a few people in the building, but it's just different now. It's a lot different now as an adult, isn't it? So that list just gave me an idea to get to know my neighbors better and to stop feeling so alone sometimes, because I do have all these people around me that I could be getting to know. So, you know, if you have a product or service that you want me to review on my channel, let me know. I'm also interested in collaborating. You know, each one can help one get where we want to be with our channels. And remember that every fiber of your being knows that things are supposed to go well for you. Every fiber of your being knows that things are supposed to go well for you. Hey, if you like what I'm doing here, like and subscribe. Donate to the channel. Catch me in the next video. And